Hi, thanks for joining us for this week's training tip. This week, I'm going to work with a challenge with this little mare that I think about 99.9% of the people, especially in the barrel horse world or the futurity world, this is a challenge you're going to deal with. So, a little background on this mare. This is a 5-year-old mare that my daughter, or 4 coming 5, that my daughter Hannah bought, and she's been getting her ready to go to Buckeye the first part of January for those futurities. And she's got this horse patterned pretty nice, but I could tell from some of the videos that she sent me from the last couple runs, this horse is starting to get a little more run, and this horse is starting to get its head elevated and kind of hollow its back out and get a little bit stiff. And so today what I'm going to do, I put this horse in a German martingale, just a smooth snaffle and a German martingale, and what I'm going to ask this horse to do, I'm going to squeeze this horse's rib cage, and I'm going to get this horse going and get this horse moving at a pretty good clip, and to help her to stay soft behind that bridle but still moving forward. When I got on her just a few minutes ago, the first thing that happened was her head came up and she acted like she wanted to get stiff. And so I'm going to keep my hands real low, and I'm going to squeeze her pretty good with my legs. She fell out of lead there, and I slowed her down so she could pick her lead up. She fell out of her lead again there. And the reason she's doing that is because she's getting stiff and wanting to elevate her head. There, she started to fall out of her lead there again. So what I'm doing is keeping my hands low and squeezing with the calves of my legs. And you know, these horses that you're getting ready to go to futurities or start exhibitioning and start running at a faster clip, when you work them, there again, she fell out of her lead in her back end. So I slow her down and soften her. She fell out of her lead again in her back end. I slowed her down, get her soft, keep my hands low, keep squeezing. And here before long, just like right there, now she started to soften and stay in that nice circle, keep her head collected and her back rounder. See, anytime her head comes up, she's going to get stiff in her back's going to hollow out. Whoa. When her head comes up and her back hollows out, then she gets out behind a little bit and she doesn't keep that leg up underneath her. And I know I talk a lot about this, but in my business where I'm riding young horses and green horses and trying to progress horses into the performance horse world, when you drop your hands and you squeeze with your legs, when your legs come into your horse, this cannot happen right here, where they raise their head and open their mouth. They've got to stay behind that bridle. Just like right here, I'm going to squeeze her, keep my hands low. There, I just want to pick up a nice soft lope where she stays in her left lead. Whoa. There, that already was a lot better. Now, the thing I need to add to that is speed. So, after a few days of riding her, this is the first day I've had her back. After a few days of riding her, I'm going to get her out in the big arena or out in the riding area, and I'm going to put a bunch of speed with that and help her understand that even though she's going fast, when my legs come in and squeeze her rib cage and I pick up on them bridle reins, she can still stay soft and keep moving forward. This is a challenge that I see in just about every horse I watch. Whether it be horse that's here in training or a horse that's at a competition event, it is a very common challenge that we all have. I hope that helps. Thanks for joining us this week. Have a safe week of training. We'll see you next week.